Hello guys and welcome to the Music Empire. Today's lesson is very interesting. We are providing a solution to one of the biggest challenges that we keyboard players face, and that is not being able to play all the 12 keys smoothly. And I think I explained in our previous video the effect of not being able to play all the 12 keys, like the negative effect that comes with it. You tend to lack in so many ways, and one of the reasons why it's a very big challenge to learn all the 12 keys and play them smoothly is because it's just too much work. Let's be honest with each other. It's too much work to transfer something that you have learned in one key to another key to another key to another key, like almost 12 times. It's just too much work. You could just continue learning new things in that key, right? Yes, but there's a way to play all the 12 keys without going through this too much work, and that is what we are coming to do in this lesson. So in this lesson I'm coming to show you just 3 chords. I think I've done something like that on this channel before, but we are taking a detailed look at what we did. So we are going to take just 3 chords, and we will assign these 3 chords to all the notes of the major scale and just transfer just these 3 basic chords to all the 12 keys. And this is very easy. So the first thing you just have to know before even learn this lesson is to be able to construct your major scale. Okay. Now, if you don't know how to construct the major scale, I may leave that for you as a personal assignment, because if I add it to this lesson will become very lengthy. Okay. At least we know the major scale for C is what's made up of only white keys, which is right. Yes. There's this formula there: the tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, or whole step, half step, whole step, half step. Okay. If you don't know about the formula, just visit musicempire.com. There is a free music theory lesson over there. Yes, just get that lesson. It's free. It's absolutely free. The complete beginner piano lesson. It's available on musicempire.com. One of the lessons will teach you about the major scale and on how the major scale is constructed. Okay, so even after learning that one, you can come here and then we learn just these 3 chords, and then we apply these 3 chords in every key. So let's get started. Now, assuming we want to start from the key of C, right? Assuming we want to start from the key of C right now, the 3 chords I will learn is the 1, the first inversion of the 1. So the 3 chords that we are learning is the first inversion of the 1, the root chord of the 4, and then the second inversion of the 5. Okay, that's all. And we can use these 3 chords to play an entire song, no matter what song you are playing, whether it's a worship, praise, administration, whatever song that you are playing, you can use just these 3 chords to do whatever you want to do. Okay, so the first chord that we have is the first inversion of the 1, which is the 3, 5, 1, and then the second chord is what? 4, 6, 1. So just keep these chords in mind. Now the third chord is, which is 2, 5, 7. So what chords do we have? We have the 3, 5, 1, 4, 6, 1, and 2, 5, 7. That is all. So we'll take a look at this. Your 1 is taking the 3, 5, 1, which is the first inversion. 2 is taking the 4. Now 3 is taking the 5. Have you noticed? Right? Which is the 2, 5, 7. Then 4 is taking the 4. 5 is taking the 5 itself. Now 6 is taking the 1, which is not the 3, 5, 1. And then 7 is taking the 5. Okay, which is what? The 2, 5, 7 to the 1. So just 3 chords: 1, 4, 5 chord, right? So the 1 is taking the 1, 2 is taking the 4 on the right hand, 3 is taking the 5, 4 is taking the 4, 5 is taking the 5, and then 6 is taking the 1 chord, and then 7 is taking the 5. Now I would just like you to write this one down. You are done. You are done. With just these progressions, you can play any song, like see, I'm just playing the chorus of Isebo with just these chords. Any song at all. So now see, you can even use it to form talk music. Look at this. 1, 7, 6 over that 1, right? 5, 4, then 3 over the 5, right? 2 over the 4, 5. Now this is actually a way to get familiar with these chords that you have practiced, right? Just 3 chords. Then take you to the next key, which is what? C sharp. Now this is the scale of C sharp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So what do you first locate? The first thing you have to locate is what? The first chord is what? 3, 5, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. The second chord is what? 4, 6, 1. Now from the 3, 5, 1, it's very easy to construct the 4, 6, 1. Just take your thumb and index finger upwards on the scale. Okay, so and then maintain this one. You have got your 4, 6, 1. And then the third chord is what? 2, 5, 7. So you can even find a way to relate yourself to relate with the chords, right? So from here, and then this time I'll take all my fingers down the scale, so it will be like, okay, so 2, 5, 7, and that's all. So you assign 1 over 1, 2 over 4, 3 over 5. Now if I say 1 over 1, you understand, right? Like 1 bass note over the 1 chord, 2 bass notes over the 4 chord, 3 bass notes over the 5, 4 bass notes over the 4 chord, like what we did in the key of C. So 1 over 1, then 2 over 4, 3 over 5, 4 over 4, 5 over 5, now 6 over 1. You see? So the 6 is being played on a 1 chord, then 7 over 5 to the 1. You are done. Like I told you, I need to write just this one down. Practice it. You go to D. Now this is the scale of D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Right. So you learn your 3 chords. The first chord is what? 3, 5, 1. The second chord is what? 4, 6, 1. The third chord is what? 2, 5, 7. Okay. So by getting these 3 chords, 1, 2, 3. That's all. You share it with the major scale. So 1 over 1, 2 over 4, 3 over what? 5, which is a 2, 5, 7, right? And then 4 over 4, 5 over 5, then 6 over 1, 7 over 5 to the 1. You go to E flat. This is a scale of E flat. Just take these 3 chords. That the first chord, which is what? The 3, 5, 1. And then our 4 chord, which is what? 4, 6, 1. Then our 5 chord, which is the 2, 5, and then a 7. Sorry, the 2, 5, 7. Okay. So we share these 3 chords for the scale, which is what? 1 over 1, 2 over 4, 3 over 5, 4 over 4, 5 over 5, 6 over 1, and then 7 over 5 to the 1. Now, this exercise is not necessarily a 1-day exercise. It can be a 1-week exercise. That's what the 12 keys is all about. It's all about patience and perseverance. Now, this will make it very easy for you to learn. One thing I want to encourage you is you can start practicing today. By the weekend or any other day that you get a chance to go to church during the opening prayer time, if you are giving them a background, and then during the preaching time, if you get opportunity to give a background, don't transpose. You can use that opportunity to practice. Do you know that? For example, now that we have done this, let's say you are not used to the key of C sharp, you can actually pick C sharp. Now you know that we are just using just 3 chords, so we have the 3, 5, 1 as our 1 chord, the 4, 6, 2 as our 4, right? Sorry, 4, 6, 1, and then the 2, 5, 7. And then we have shared it for the rest of the scale. Now during the opening prayer time, you can just practice. So you play your 1 over the 1, then 2 over the 4, 3 over the 5, right? 4 over the 4, 5 over the 5, 6 over the 1. Now you can use this as your opening prayer. The bass guitarist will come in, the drummer can come in and give you a timing. Then you can even create any tempo on your own. So like what we did. Or even when the pastor is preaching, right? Then you can play softly. See? Then just play around with it. Just play around with it. You see, these chords are not bad to play at all. Let's be honest here. These chords are not bad to play at all. They are sweet and relaxing even naturally, right? And then you can form some progressions like you can pick a song that you already know and then use it to form use it as a bag and practice on it. Okay, just that right now as I'm sitting here, a song is not coming to mind and it's very funny. So 1, 3, 4, 6, 2. You see, you can just be playing around with it. 5, 1, then go to a 7, 6, then you go to a 3, then it will be 4, 3, 6, 2. They just play around with it. You see, now you are playing C sharp. By the time the pastor finishes preaching, you are done with C sharp. Maybe during the announcement and the end of the service, you can pick the same chords now, practice in F sharp, and then maybe during the announcement time you play it. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, right? You have your first chord, your 4 chord, and then your 5 chord. So 1 over 1, 2 over 4, 3 over 5, then 4 over 4. So these announcements, it's very beautiful. Now guys, I promise you, if you learn just these 3 chords over the 12 keys within 1 week, it's possible. It's possible for you to do that within 1 week. If every day you pick 1 or 2 keys, you spend, let's say, 30 minutes on them, just transfer these chords, and then you just practice and practice. Within 1 week, these 3 simple chords will stick. And then now you have some confidence that, oh, at least I can use 3 chords to play this key. And you see, it sounds perfect. I mean, we were not doing wild stuffs like we do, but what I was playing sounded very, very good, right? So that's what we'll be doing. So I'm giving you 1 week, which means that the next part of this lesson will come exactly a week from today. So the part 2 will come in exactly a week time, which is probably next week by now. And I believe by that time you would have taken these 4 chords these 3 chords that we took from C, which is what? The 1, the 4, and the 5, right? And then we shared it for the major scale. You would have transferred these to the other keys in 1 week, so that God willing, next week we will continue right from this point. We will see what we can do to solidify our playing of the 12 keys. Okay, after learning these 3 chords, what's the next step that we can actually add to our arsenal in order to perfect ourselves with the 12 keys? Okay, so with this being said, God bless you so much for this lesson. Subscribe if you haven't, and know that after this lesson, a worship song again will be released. Okay, so that we will learn some new worship track after this lesson. Yes, so that will be the next lesson to come. Also keep in mind that the contemporary gospel course is just around the corner. It's very, very intense. It's also draining us, but it's coming very soon. Okay, so God bless you. Let's meet in our next lesson.